Oh, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. You're in a safe space. Y'all. Oh my goodness. It really should not be that serious, but it is. It smells so good, y'all. I wish you could smell it through the goddamn screen, but you can't. We're gonna have to wait. Until we launch. And you don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure that by the way I titled this episode, you can guess, right? So let's just jump right into it. What's up, neighbors? It's a beautiful day in the hood. Y'all see the sun just loving me up right now. Oh my god, I'm feeling it. Cheers. Yeah. Okay, let's not stare into it though. If I blind myself, I'm already not wearing my glasses. Right. Okay, so to jump right into this, because I promise you I recorded this before, and when I finally sat down to look through the footage, I realized a couple things. One, I had over 3 hours of footage to go through, and two, I lost some of that footage somehow. I think I deleted it amongst my panic restarting and re-recording this over and over again because I felt like I was rambling and all this type of other stuff. Yeah, so it is 12:15 on the dot, and again, because I am re-recording this, it is now February 28th. I am hoping to post this tonight. So I am giving myself 45 minutes to get through what I have to talk about, because neither of us want to be sitting here watching me just talk. Okay? So just because I feel like it's about to be, a little lengthy, 45 minutes is still long, just to be sitting here watching somebody talk about something, I would advise you to get your snacks, get your drink, get cozy and comfortable, because you already know how it goes. And if you don't, just peep my previous episodes. They're actual episodes. Netflix, hello. Okay, I'm rebranding. Yes, I'm just gonna put it out there. Yeah, there you go. I said that I tried to record this before. I actually recorded this at the end of January, because my intent is to put these out as a series. So this will be part one of a maybe 6-part series ish. I'm not entirely sure, but this is part one, right? And my intention was to record it the end of January, which I did. Okay, give me my props. All right, I recorded it at the end of January, and I was supposed to edit it and all that type of stuff, and then have it up by now, which is the end of February. And then go forward the same way. So whatever I did in February, you guys will see that at the end of March, right? That's the idea, except like I said, I was sitting here for over 3 hours chatting, and lost some of that footage as well, a big part that will actually make sense. So now I'm sitting here re-recording it, and yeah. I am nervous. I feel like I say that in most of my episodes, but like, I deal with anxiety, all right? So don't judge me, okay? Working on it. But I'm okay. This is a good nervousness, but I do have a lot of concerns going into this rebrand. So yeah, one of my concerns is that I recently started bullet pointing, or scripting as you would say, my episodes so that I could stay focused and know exactly what I'm trying to talk about and not ramble, but I didn't do that. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go into this whole like vlog type style with the purest of shenanigans, so I don't have any notes with me, bear with me please. Okay, but yeah, I did record this previously, like I've said already. I'm repeating myself, right? But I have a gist of what it is that I want to say. I just am, oh man, we're gonna get into some stuff. Okay, this is yeah. So firstly, if you don't know, your girl Shanae here is the proud owner of Made by Marie, aka MBM. I was about to mess that up. Why? Hello, do you know what you own? Okay, but I am the proud owner of MBM, Made by Marie, manifested by melanin. I hand make lip care products, from lip gloss to lipstick to lip balm to other things. Check out the site, it's linked below. But yeah, so I've spoken about this in the past. I actually have 2 episodes that I posted here in the hood, referring to MBM. I'm sure that there are other episodes that have like a commercial or something, because cool things. But to get into my actual launch and then my makeover last year, you can watch those episodes there too, and I also have them linked where things are linked. Okay, cool. But I wanna kind of like speed past the bulk of that detail to really get into the rebrand, why I'm doing it, and what's gonna be happening, which I'm about to see. So really quickly, Made by Marie. I launched Made by Marie July 29th, 2020. We all know what 2020 had to offer us, right? So that gives you an idea of what I was working with, right? Okay. But I launched MBM July 29th, 2020. July 29th is also my birthday. It is also National Lipstick Day, so this is perfect. And in 2020, I was turning 29, so it happened to be my golden birthday as well, right? So I was like, oh, this is just perfect synchronicities. Let's do this, right? Had to be done. I got it done. It was done. Let's rewind just a little bit, right? I did go into detail about this in my launch episode. So again, referring to that, but stepping back just a little bit, just a lot of it actually. I got into makeup in college. More actually. I was into makeup a little bit in high school. I used to steal my mom's eyeshadows and stuff and go to the makeup the makeup bathroom. Yeah, I guess we could call it that. All the girls used to do this. But I go to the bathroom and put my little eyeshadow or whatever, my lip gloss. My lip gloss was popping since then. And so I was into it since then. But when I really got into it was in college. I'm not gonna remember the year for real. Actually, it was 2012, because that was the year that I had big chopped, and I decided somewhat reluctantly to start my YouTube channel. Reluctantly, why? Because at the time I felt like
everybody's doing this. Everybody, was going natural. Everybody got a YouTube channel, like.
But I ended up doing it now, and honestly, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this for me. I'm gonna document it for myself. I want to see. Let's see what this is about. Like, let's just see, right? And I started to love it. I went into it very over eagerly, I should say. If you look back, I've had my channel for 10 years. Like I said, started in 2012. I've had my channel for 12 years. I have been consistently inconsistent with it. Breathe, Shanae, give yourself grace. And honestly, when I started it, I didn't have an idea as to what I was doing, really. So at one point I was trying to post a video every day, like, who are you? And then I scaled that back to try to do it every week. It just, looking back now, because I didn't actually have a plan, because my intention wasn't like, oh, let me have this YouTube channel, let it blow up, and let me this and da. I didn't have any type of like set schedule or anything like that. I just was like, oh, I'm gonna post a video, and I wanted to keep doing it because I felt some sort of, I liked it, right? I felt some sort of reward when I posted a video and I look back at it, and but I was inconsistent. How I got into makeup, because like I said, I started this to document my natural hair journey, and you don't have to be a veteran neighbor to see how that went. But part of the reason why I started to get into makeup more often, and I think maybe I could say that the majority, I try to balance it out. I want to try to balance it out even more so too, because I'm very much into my hair, especially my left journey. Y'all see these?
14 months on Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. But yeah, I want to try to balance it out more so. And even me saying that is like, oh, consistency, please just rain on me. I'm trying to get there. But the majority of my videos, even if you just like scroll back, is makeup, right? And the way I got into that is because when I super big chopped in 2012, I didn't have any hair. So I didn't entirely know what to show you guys. So I was like, I still want to be here. And I got into makeup. I started to do makeup more, and I developed a passion for it, and I can't even, yeah, it just went from there, right? Still being very much inconsistent on my YouTube channel. When I got into Instagram, I found myself being, it was easier for me to be a little bit more consistent on Instagram. And yeah, even there, I find myself dealing with times when I'm like totally slowing down, or just completely haven't been up there posting or making content. But again, and I'm saying these things because these are some of the concerns with me going into the rebrand. So again, still, please just bear with me, right? But I have to say, even with all those breaks, those bouts of droughts, I don't know, I'm always coming back to it. You know what I mean? So it tells me something. And I have to say that as of recent, I've always been frustrated with it, but as of recently, I've gotten even more so frustrated with it, and been talking to my therapist about it. Yes, I have a therapist. Shout out to therapy, bro. For real. I would advise anybody. Yes, this is my little, I am not sponsored or anything like that, obviously, by any type of therapy, anything. But listen, from my own experience, I will tell you, you should try therapy. Okay, just give it a try. This is not one of those, I'm not going to get into don't knock it if you don't knock it till you try it. This is definitely don't knock it till you try it, and try it a few times. Okay, it's like a relationship. You don't always get it on the first try. Okay, just saying. Anyway, as of recent, in the past few months or so, I have to say, maybe within the past year, for real, I've been very frustrated, and talking to my therapist about how frustrated I am about this inconsistency. Being inconsistent keeps you stagnant. It makes you, I'm going backwards, right? I was gonna say progress backwards, but that doesn't even make sense. That's an oxymoron. Like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. And this is one of my biggest concerns within going into this rebrand, because I have to be consistent. A lot of the things that I've learned within my 2 years of MBM, well, I ain't hit 2 years yet, right? But my year and a half. Well, matter of fact, even with my like formulation and leading up to my launch, I was like about a year or so, for real, if we think about it. So within my 2.5-ish years of MBM, there's so many things that I've learned that I'm like, yo, I need to put this towards the rebrand. I need to apply this, and I need to make sure that I'm doing it properly, so I have a good foundation. I thought that I had an okay foundation starting with MBM, and I'm not one to say like, oh, well, I need to I was about to say, I'm not one to be like, oh, it has to be perfect, but inner me was like,
why are you lying to them? You know you're a perfectionist.
I'm working on it, promise. But I'm not one that believes that I have to be the master of it to start, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, clearly, I there's a lot of things that I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, am I supposed to know what I'm doing? No. No. So it's fine. But just looking back, there's so many different things and so many different ways that I realized that this rebrand, there's a lot of work that I need to do. So I'm nervous about it. And yeah, anyway. I'm trying to segue. Let me take a breather so that I can just get my mind acclimated to what it is that I really want to get into right next. Okay, so the rebrand. Again, like I said, to get into this rebrand, I have to kind of go back to MBM and even before that. So I got into makeup super heavy after starting my YouTube channel and being bald for the most part. Just me not knowing what to show you guys, and honestly thinking that I had to show up in a particular way, you know. I felt like oh, excuse me, sorry. I felt like when you're going into something, right, that you're passionate about, that you're interested in, that you want to pursue, it's natural to look up to, idolize, admire, try to follow in the same footsteps of people that came before you, people that have done things that you were interested in the ways that you would see it or define it as successful, right? Basically, you're seeing that whatever they did worked, so you're trying to do the same thing to an extent, right? I kind of got caught up in that in very many ways, I have to say. I kind of got caught up in that in not necessarily in my makeup, but in my journey to sharing it, right? When I started my makeup, I was ignorant, right? And not willfully so, just not very knowledgeable about a lot of things as I should have been, right? Because I was just getting into it. So for me, I've been blessed with clearer skin, right? I do deal with acne. I have hormonal acne. I get pimples. I have one right here that's hiding. I was picking. Yeah, I do that too. And I know better. I'm working on it. But because of that, because I pretty much had a handle on how my skin worked and how things worked for me, I was able to learn what worked and what didn't work. Yeah, basically, right? At the time, I felt like, well, I don't need to wear any foundation because I don't need to cover up my skin. And again, that was ignorant. And it was ignorant, not so much my fault. And I've learned since then, because I have a favorite foundation now, NYX Born to Glow. Because you see, I was born to glow and I don't even have any foundation on. You see this? But somebody get her. But sorry. Oh, anyway. Yeah, wow, lost my train of thought. Take a sip. Yeah, back then I was very much like, oh, well, I don't need any foundation because, yeah, not entirely my fault, like I said, and understandably so. Like, now that I'm looking back, I can see where we have been conditioned. And let me just say that the majority of people that wear makeup is women. Let's be real about it. And we've been conditioned to believe that we need it. Makeup is not a necessity, and I've always felt that way. So much so that I like to play with my eyes a lot, and I always equated that to the saying, the eyes are the window to the soul. So I was on campus with blue eyeshadow and orange eyeshadow, and this sounds normal as hell right now, but it really wasn't all that just carefree everyday back then, right? That's what you tell me talking about, right? It wasn't like that. Back then, it was like, where are you going on a college campus and you got your face beat? Well, your eyes beat, because again, right? I didn't care. This is how my soul feeling. So if my soul feels yellow today, that's what you're going to see on my eyes. And I remember being so excited just to wake up and have this new look to try. And I was giddy. And somewhere along the lines, I found that I lost that. Yeah. And I think that I lost it along the way because I got more into, well, I want more people to see my work, right? So I need to be more, well, consistent is the word that's coming to mind because I'm beating myself up about that. But I need to be more consistent. I need to put videos out at a certain time because this is what the people that I'm seeing, the YouTube gurus, are doing. And I need to possibly go with the trends. I need to do this. I need to do that. I also got into that mindset too because ever since I got into makeup, I knew since then that I wanted my own cosmetics line, right? I knew since then. It wasn't any,
oh, I just want to work at the counter, or I want to have my own clients.
Like, yes, I wanted that, and I felt like I needed to go that route because I needed to build my name, I needed to build my brand, I needed some notoriety, I needed money, right? To go into a lab and get this cosmetics line done. I had absolutely no idea that this is where that dream would have taken me, to hand making the products. Right? So I just, but I got into this mindset of, I wasn't so much eager to gain followers just so that they know me, but I wanted to share my experience. I wasn't doing that. And I was very upset with myself because I was just like, why is it that I'm having so much issues just trying to get this done? This is something that I enjoy doing. Why is it that even though it wasn't the best plan, but I was able to actually post maybe like a week's worth of video every day when I first started, right? So it was just like, why is it? That was crazy in itself because hello, I was in college, right? Yeah, it was just a lot. And I'm looking at people now or in recent years back and seeing them able to have like a full college experience while also have a full ass YouTube life. Like, how you do this? Full YouTube career, full college career. How? That frustration has actually carried on because now I'm seeing it in so many different ways. And again, this is one of the reasons why I'm nervous about this rebrand. I knew since then that I wanted my own cosmetics line. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place. Again, don't have any notes, but bear with me. But I knew since then that I wanted to have my own cosmetics line. I did believe that I needed to go that route of building clientele, working at a counter, all that type of stuff. So I think that that's the reason why I had gotten into this whole mindset of like, oh, well, you know, I need more followers. I need more this. I wasn't, y'all heard the spiel. I was just about to repeat myself, but yeah. So as I kept hitting this obstacle, this wall, whatever we want to call it, of not being able to be consistent or just being consistently inconsistent in all these aspects, I just, sometimes it makes me feel like, what's the point? You know, if I already know that I'm going to fall off at some point, I just don't know when it is, then what's, you know, I need to figure out what is the click for me to be able to push through. and I'm sitting here with myself and I'm like, oh my God, you sound like you're making excuses, but I promise that I'm really not trying to make excuses. Like I am upset, livid at this point. But yeah, fast forward because let's talk about some more positive light. Fast forward a little bit. Like I said, I knew since then I wanted my cosmetics line. I graduated from college, went into beauty school, as you may or may not know, worked in a few salons, and my makeup grew. Yeah, my makeup experience grew, my natural hair experience grew. Wasn't always here to share it, but it did, right? And I learned, right? So like I said, no longer as ignorant as I was before. I have a foundation. I know how to work with foundations on my skin now. And it's not to say that I wouldn't skip foundation or skip makeup entirely. Y'all see how my face is looking right now, right? Cool, right? It's not to say that, but it's just about how I feel. And I love that stuck with me, right? I fell off of it maybe just a little bit, not too much, but I always had this deep-seated, burning passion for people to have fun with their makeup. It is not a necessity, it's an accessory. Please. You see how I said that? Because I'm feeling I'm getting riled up a little bit. Step 2, sis. It just, I don't know if I finished that statement that I said before, but I feel like we have been conditioned, especially women. I'm a woman, that's how I can relate, right? And I felt it very much so, that we need makeup. You know, there's so many women that I've encountered that say, oh, you know, I need to wake up 30 minutes before and make sure that I have my face on so that I'm not looking as tired. No, you look tired because you're tired, sweetheart. That's just what it is, okay?
If I gotta put on my face every morning, then he has to put on his face every morning, and so does he, because he be looking more tired than me.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's not, it just it gets me upset. It gets me upset. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be artistic. It's supposed to be however it is that you define it, because it's about you and how you see yourself. Yeah, let that one sit with you. For real. I'm getting so tired of the trends of like, you have to do your makeup this way because you want a lifted eye. Wait, maybe I want my eye to be downturned today because that's what I was going for. Maybe I don't want to contour my nose. I don't like contouring my nose. That's just me, right? It's the talk, the verbiage. Like, I've come across so many pages, channels, whatever, and there's very much this tone of, you have to do it this way because blah 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 blah, and you have to do it this way because blah, blah, blah. And I feel like we've gone so far away from, this is the way I do it. Right? This is why I do it. This is, you know, like, and even going into how we view makeup on for certain occasions or certain things like that. You should be able to wear whatever it is that you want to wear, whenever you want to wear it, however you want to wear it. Okay, if you want to wear lipstick as blush, you know how many times I've done that? As a matter of fact, this is fine wine right here, right? This is currently on the website. Manifest her while you can, because she's not going to be here for the rebrand. Just saying. I use this, if you follow my personal page on Instagram, it's linked below, by the way. But if you follow my personal page on Instagram, go and check out my tutorials. I got back into them a little bit. I recently did one on pressure, and I used this lipstick as lipstick and as my eyeliner. Just saying. I like versatile stuff, so I like my makeup to be versatile. Okay. that's just what it is. But even now, I still feel that way, and I like that. I like the fact that I like to go into this with, you don't have to wear it. If I don't feel like wearing makeup, I'm not wearing makeup, bro. It's not a necessity. Stop listening to the lies that these misogynistic pricks told you, assholes. Whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I said I can only speak from my experience as a woman. There are very many beautiful women. Wow. Oh God. There are very many beautiful men that wear makeup as well. And that's okay too. Shit. Get with the times, bruh. I need some water. This is acidic. That's some juice that my dad makes. It's like pomegranate and apple cider vinegar, but you be putting so much apple cider vinegar that you could freaking grow hair on your chest. Like, goddamn, dude. Jesus. Sounds to be potent. It's good though. I'm low-key addicted to it, but I'm just saying, damn, maybe. Moving on, because it's 12:45 now. Yeah, have 15 more minutes. In any case, with all of that, I really wanted that to show through with my makeup brand, right? What I've noticed just looking back on MBM is that I haven't really been doing that. Yeah, I haven't really been doing that, and it's time to stop. Yeah, I'm over it. When I started MBM, and don't get me wrong, I love MBM, okay? I love what it stands for and all of that. I started to feel like I was putting myself in a box, too tight of a box, too small of a box. I started to feel a little claustrophobic. And like I said, going back to what MBM stands for, it's made by Marie. My middle name is Marie, so I was going off of that. And the tagline was manifested by melanin. Now, rewind just a tad bit. Made by Marie wasn't even Made by Marie to start off with. It was actually S&M. And S&M was a play on S&M. Because shut up, Shanae. Okay. But it was also, well, first and foremost, actually, that was just a little fun joke. Yeah, because my mind is dirty. But S&M actually, I pulled letters from my name. So I pulled the S and the N from Shanae and the M from Marie. And then the tagline, like how Made by Marie is, would have manifested my melanin. The tagline for S&M was say no more. Shit was lit. It was tough, honestly and truly. And here's, if you didn't pick up on it real quick, let me just run you through it. So
Looking for a great lip gloss that's not sticky but high and glossy and, keeps your lips moisturized? Say no more. We got you. You feel me?
Perfecto, chef's kiss. But for some reason, it wasn't sitting well with me. I felt like I was forcing it a lot. The S&M, I don't know what it was, but it wasn't sitting here. And one day in the shower, MBM just came to me. I was like, Made by Marie, MBM. Okay, that rolls off the tongue real nice. What's the little tagline? And manifested by melanin, among a whole bunch of other taglines, came to me. And manifested by melanin really got solidified when I went to my brother. At the time, I had a graphic designer friend mocking up my logo for me for S&M. I hit her up so quick. I was just like, please tell me that you didn't start on that yet. If you did, I'll pay you extra, but I'm gonna change it. Everything was good, and we got to work on that, right? And MBM was born. But even still, with the excitement, with everything, there was still, I don't know if there was a lot going on, because when I launched MBM, I had gone back to work not too long before. I launched MBM at the end of the month, and I had gone back to work the beginning of the month, maybe like the 7th, like July 7th-ish, I want to say. And we were home for the pandemic. We were in quarantine, and I had this time on my hands, and I was blessed enough to still be receiving pay for my job because they had it allocated and everything was working out. We were just waiting to see when we could get back to work. Technically, we were working because we had trainings and we had meetings every week, just for them to update us on what was going on and what changes they were making to the salon for us to be able to go back. So we were just waiting for that stage where salons can reopen. When we did now, it's the month where I'm like, okay, this is crunch time. Like, this is promotion time. Like, boom, boom, boom. I remember standing on that deck. Well, y'all can't see it, but we have a deck. I remember standing outside on the deck with my brother, crying in panic. Like, I could feel my heart about to come out of my chest and jump over the edge. Like, I was like, oh my God, I don't know where the time, I don't even know if I'm ready. Like, at one point, I think that the lipsticks were giving me a little bit of trouble. Not in terms of formulating for real, but getting enough, because I felt like, I wanted to have a certain amount that I was going to launch with. And some of the lipsticks were giving me, I would end up with more. Some of them I would end up with less. And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? Hot mess. But I did it, right? Launched 12 p.m. July 29th, 2020. I made sales. I was so excited. It was awesome. And it felt really good. But then I realized that I don't know how to put this. But honestly, like, I felt like I was putting myself in a box. I felt like I was putting, I don't know. I felt like I was putting myself in a box. Like, I feel like this is going to sound bad, but it's not that I don't like talking about manifesting things. I'm very, very heavy on that. And it's not that I don't like talking about melanin. Are you serious? Very heavy on that. I love my people. I love my community, and I will talk about them to the death of me. But in terms of my brand, I felt like that was just one part of me that I was showing, and there was so much more that I could include and still be able to represent my community through that. I don't know if that sounded bad. I'm trying to explain it as best as I can. I don't know. I just feel like manifested by melanin needs to be saved for something else. Something that is much more meaningful to be connected to that, as opposed to listen, not that makeup isn't meaningful, but it's just a different message, right? And it's not that my brand is for us, it's for Black women, it's for Black people, right? And it's not that it's exclusive, but it's for us. I don't know, I hope that didn't come off wrong, please. I know what I mean, so there's that. Funny enough, I ended up talking to one of my close friends. Shout out to Aaron. But I ended up talking to him one day when I was telling him about my idea to rebrand, and he said it just plain out there. He was like, "You're not being yourself," and I was like, "Ooh." But you're right though. I was like, damn, I feel that. I do feel that. And with the timing of our conversation in connection to conversations that I was having with my therapist, Miss Wilson, because I'm not going to keep calling her my therapist. I realized, like, yeah, there's a lot of me that I was learning through this, and I needed to apply it. And with that, it solidified my rebrand. I had the idea for rebranding MBM right after the makeover, which was July 29, 2021. Again, you could look back at that episode for more details. But my focus was more on lip care, and all of that. It was, yeah. And crazy enough, it was like you're having this dance with yourself back and forth with this because you like both. Right? Going back to my earlier makeup days, and even still now, I'm very big on take care of your skin. You know what I mean? Take care of your skin the way that you see fit, that helps you the best way that you find. That's it. You do not have to do the same thing that I do. I find whatever works for me, and when it stops working for me, or if it stops working for me, now I gotta switch it up. Right? You gotta do the same thing. But still, I feel, because makeup is an art, and because it's fun, right, and all of that good gravy jazz, the more you take care of your canvas, the more you can appreciate the art, right? But at the very core of it, I like both. That's how I am. So for me, and I'm seeing now that I'm approaching my 45, but it's okay, I'm gonna give myself another 15 minutes because we're getting there. Been having this tug of war of like, oh, makeup skincare, or makeup care. It really is lip care because I'm focusing on the lips for right now. I feel like that's kind of where the makeover came from, and all of that was good and gravy too. But then I just came to realize that I can have a good balance of both because that's what I do. That's what I like. It's just coming back to myself. A lot of the things coming back to myself, you know, even down to the colors that I was choosing to create products. I found myself, again, going back to
when you're getting into something and you're aspiring to do something, you're looking up to people that came before you.
Yeah, going into business and going into MBM, I was looking at people that came before me that I look up to. And it's not that I don't anymore or anything like that, but what I started to realize is I was trying to do it somewhat like them, you know. Real good example is posting. Yeah. We hear this all the time from all the, specifically on IG, but for all the social media people, it's like, oh, you got to post consistently. Sometimes you hear in certain times that you need to post. Sometimes, you know, the 3 times a post every day type of thing. And I got caught up in those things because I'm thinking like, okay, well, yeah, I need to be consistent. And if I'm consistent, then I'm going to be able to show up. And if I'm showing up, then okay, people are hearing about my stuff, and real and true, like, we could play about this, but we're not going to. It's a business at the end of the day. You want people to buy your shit. That's it, right? I want them to love it enough to want to purchase it, of course. So that's why I'm very big on my formula and making sure that I'm testing them and all that type of stuff, making sure that I like it first. But it's a business. You want people to purchase your things from your business, because if you're not spending the money to buy the things, then the business is not going to stay afloat. That's just real rap. Right? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, end of the day. But I'm looking up to these people that are seemingly making it work, you know, and forgetting that they may be on their 3rd year, forgetting that they may not have shown everything. You know, you're not seeing every single obstacle, you're not seeing every single mistake, you're not seeing how they came up with this idea and all of that type of stuff. And granted, it's not necessary for them to show, but I have to take that into consideration. Like, you know, like I can watch their story for the day and see that they got a whole bunch of work done, but I may not see the times when it was so freaking frustrated that they had to take a step back because they were about to pull out their hair, right? So I have to I had to kind of come to terms with a lot of things, and a lot of these things really started to add up. I'd have to say the last couple months of last year, November, December, I was over it. I was fed up. I was just like, I can't do this. And I remember telling Miss Wilson, I do not want to be having this conversation with you again at the end of 2022, going into 2023, and wondering where the hell did my year go. I'm tired of it, because what the hell? Like, why is it that I'm trying to figure out things and it's just not sticking, it's not flowing, it's not progressing? What the hell is going on, right? And if that's the case, and I'm still trying to figure this out, then how could I possibly feel like I'm ready for a rebrand? How could I possibly feel like I can do this, right? I still have to remind myself that I did it already. I did it already twice, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's be real about it. I launched a business. It's here. It's tangible. It's here, right? She wanted to be included. Like, I have to give myself my flowers. I have to give myself my props, because I did it. I'm doing it. I just want to be able to do it better. I just want to be able to do it, I don't want to say with my whole heart, but that's what's coming to mind, but with all of me, right? In my truest form, in my truest self. And I started to learn that so much more so with that conversation I had with Aaron, with conversations that I had with Miss Wilson, with conversations I've had with other friends. And just even going into the rebrand, the idea within itself just kind of jumped at me again. It punched me in my chest. It came shortly after a pop-up shop that I was invited to. I was invited to vend at a pop-up shop. So MBM had their first vending table at a pop-up shop. I'm so excited. It was so awesome. Shout out Ashley, everybody else, because I don't really remember everything and all the details, but shout out. And I didn't even get to tell you guys or show you guys about it. Tell you guys about it or show you, because yeah, a whole bunch of mess happened with that too, in terms of me trying to record it and all that type of stuff. It was just, yeah. This is not my first time trying to vlog, but it's my first time actually vlogging for real. Hopefully it's go through, so just bear with me again, so please. Yeah, it came to me shortly after that pop-up shop. The name hit me, and then with the name came a flood of ideas that was just, they were just back to back to back. And some of the ideas were just so simple in comparison to some of the ideas that I had for MBM. But then with this rebrand, I didn't even tell y'all the name yet. Oh my gosh. Pure Shinaenigans Beauty, duh. I just realized I didn't even tell y'all what the name was. Oh, wow, okay. But yeah, so I decided to rebrand. I think maybe I didn't tell you guys that because I wanted to like build up, but we've been sitting here for about 50-ish minutes now, so yeah, let's get to it. But I decided to rebrand MBM to Pure Shinaenigans Beauty, and it just falls into line, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I gave y'all all the detail about how I started my channel and all that type of stuff. And you know, it just, all of the shenanigans, this is where it happens. And my makeup brand, or my makeup passion, the love and all of that for the artistry, it came through this, you know, and it developed from there. So honestly, it was like, why? I want to say, why didn't you think of this before? I did. I was somewhat talked out of it. It's not no big deal or anything like that. I was going down the list of names of what I could possibly name the business. I was going through it with a friend. They talked me out of it. It was like, oh, like, why does it have to be the same thing? And I was like, you know what, that's true. Okay, I could like separate it a little bit. And that's how it ended up to be S&M. And then it came to me like, oh, let me do Made by Marie. That one came on. that one came to me by myself. But yeah, I was sitting right here, actually. I was sitting right here like this when Pure Shenanigans came to me. And I was like, I should have just done that from jump, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I did beat myself up for a little bit. I was just like, why you didn't do that? Like, what? Can you imagine what it would have been like if you just did that from jump? Like, you know, so many, like I said, so many ideas came to me. So many different things just kind of synced. I was just like, oh, it's just gonna be so much easier for me to kind of like combine everything in a way. Like, this is my brand. Right? So I don't know, it oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, whirlwind, such a whirlwind. I've been writing things down. I already bought my domain name. I bought the domain name as a gift to myself for Christmas. Wow. Yeah, that was my Christmas gift to myself. I could have just said that. Yeah. So it's already bought. And I have my work cut out for me, but I'm so excited. I'm really nervous about it. I want to show up. You know what I mean? I want to really keep my word in terms of really documenting this process. And I have to keep in mind that it's really for me. Like, even though I do want to share it with you guys, it's really for me to see and to watch back at the end of all of this. Like, oh my God, do you see what you did? You know? And it's not that I wasn't able to do that with MBM so much, but just to have something a little bit more tangible, I guess. Right? So I just have to remind myself, like, oh, you know, this is really for you. Like, this is for you to watch back. Don't get so caught up in, I mean, it's for y'all too, of course. You know, I love my Naebs, but don't get too caught up in this is how somebody else is doing it and it's working for them. That's fine, right? So even with that, and like I said, a lot of this was coming about during the last couple months of 2021. So going into 2022 now, I knew that I wanted to start working on the rebrand. I wanted to give myself a good amount of time to really flush out all of the things that I needed to give myself a really good foundation. Because, like I said, there were a lot of things that I learned with MBM within the last 2-ish years that I need to apply to Pure Shenanigans that really kind of just left MBM not in the best position. To be honest, left a lot of money on the table, to be honest. I just feel like applying all the lessons that I've learned to Pure Shenanigans, I'm going to say PSBeauty just to make it short, all right? But applying all the lessons that I learned to that I learned from MBM to PSBeauty now, and really owning it, you know, really, that came out wrong. I owned MBM too, obviously, but really being myself with it, like really just bringing the shenanigans I feel so good. And to be honest, like I said, it's currently February 28th. I told you guys that my intention was to record this January and have it out by now. So the next thing that I would be doing, and the next thing that you guys would be seeing, is me formulating the products. As of right now, the products are already formulated, so I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek. But this is a good example here too. As you can see, if you look on the site, you'll see the color schemes, or if you follow MBM Instagram, if you follow us on Instagram, link below, if you don't, or whatever the case is. But if you look on Instagram, you'll see like the color schemes and the different, you know, you'll see what it was. And now, hopefully, by the end of this series, you'll see more what I'm going for, right? But let me show y'all real quick. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for it? Got science. Oh my God, wait, I need to get it in the sun. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, that's actually not doing it too much justice. I wanted to get it in the sun so you guys can really see. Oh, there we go. Maybe a little bit, just a tad bit. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with these. I'm so freaking happy with these colors. So these two right here are lip glosses, and these two are the lipsticks. like, as you can see, I already formulated them. So I do have footage on that already because I did that all of February. I started in the beginning of February formulating each of the products and everything like that. They are currently out to testing. I have just friends and family that are testing the products for me, so they're out to test right now. I have a survey up and everything like that, but I will talk to you guys more about that in the next in the next episode. So you're gonna have to wait until March, make the endish of March to see me go through all of that as well. But yeah, I just based off of like the color scheme, right, I'm sure that you can already see a difference. And those were just the lip glosses and the lipsticks. These two right here are, one is the lip balm, this one right here that I'm wiggling is the lip balm, and this one right, damn it, they were both wiggling at the same time. This one is the lip balm, this one is the lip scrub, and those are the 6 items that I'm going to launch with. I was so excited. I'm gonna get into why I decided to launch with these products and all of that type of stuff later on. Just, you know, again, bear with me. I know I've been sitting here for quite some time, but I really needed to just get all of that off my chest so you can understand where I'm starting from. Just to touch on that a little bit too, I'm not starting from zero. You know, I have, excuse me, a good amount of inventory, a good amount of ingredients and different things like that. So pigments galore. Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. Right, but I'm not starting from zero, so I also wanted to just be realistic about that. You know, it's not like I had to purchase a whole bunch of things and all of that type of stuff. And when I do have to purchase things, I'll get into that and all of that type of stuff. I don't want to like be rambling now, because now I'm starting to feel like I'm rambling. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this rebrand. I'm really excited about going into this. I'm really excited about sharing this journey with you. I'm more excited about seeing myself through this, really and truly, the ups, the downs, all of the shenanigans. Please get ready for that, because you know it's all shenanigans up in this bitch. Oh my God, I really, really, really want to come through. That's it. I want to be consistent with myself, and I really want to put in the work that I know that I can put in. And I want to figure this out because I'm tired of just the inconsistencies. I'm over it, and I really cannot afford to go into this the same way. You know, I'm already in a position right now that it's like, you sure you need to rebrand right now, right? Like financially, bruh, just being real. Mentally, I'm like, I'm battling myself, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that I just mentioned in terms of like having trouble like being consistent and focusing on things and like pushing through and getting it done and not burning out and all of that type of stuff. Hey, depression, man, like for real, it doesn't always look like being bedridden. I would really love that we have more information on this in the near future. Right, we've been conditioned to see only certain aspects that media shows, but it doesn't always look that way. And I honestly and truly feel that a lot of us deal with depression in this way, where to the outside world we're functioning, but we're not functioning, bro. Like, yeah, so I'm working on it. I'm pushing through. I'm trying my best, honestly. And honestly, with this rebrand, it makes me feel like I'm coming to myself, you know what I mean? Like I'm really coming into my own a lot more. Just looking at these freaking colors, like I've been like looking at these off and on. I'm so excited. I've been like using them up and oh my God. And I was this excited when I launched MBM. I promise you that. I know that. But now it just feels so like, oh my God, you're gonna see. I'm ready. All right, so me and editor Nae are going to edit this video so we can have it out by the end of the day and really like, you know, start this out, because yeah, I know that you guys really want to see some things being done. So like I said, the next episode is me formulating these products, so you guys will be able to see that. All right, so again, I'm gonna edit this out, have it out for you guys. And yeah, Oh my god, I'm so excited. You guys excited? Oh my god, I cannot wait for my testers to get back at me with these things. Ooh. Okay, so next up, you guys get to see me formulate these products, and then I will let you guys know what's happening after that. But are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for the shenanigans? Like, do y'all see? Do y'all see what I can do now? Okay, all right. It's time to go. I will see you guys in the next one. I love y'all. Ooh, you gotta breathe. I know I stayed here longer than I said that I was going to. I hope that you guys enjoyed your snacks, and I hope that you guys enjoyed all of the shenanigans. Don't be a neighbor, be a... What you mean don't be a neighbor? Are you serious? Girl, your excitement is getting the better of you. Okay. Don't be a stranger, be a neighbor. Make sure to join the hood. You know, it's free up in here. Feel me? Do all of the other things that us lovely YouTubers tell you to do. Like, share, comment, all of that type of stuff. If you have any questions or anything like that, you just have a comment or whatever. You already know where to put it. All of my links are below, both for me, myself. I actually changed my Instagram name to Pure Shinaenigans because that's what it's meant to be. All right, so my personal page is now Pure Shinaenigans, but it's linked below, and MBM is still MBM currently. It's also linked below. I forgot to tell you guys that as of right now, I am contemplating a few things. I have to figure some things out currently, but as of right now, MBM is still currently full force. The website is open. Feel free to manifest whatever it is to your heart's desire. All of the items up. Oh, I didn't tell you guys this either. Damn. This is why you need bullet points. Okay. So real quick, decided to pick 4 of the exclusives that we had on the site from last year. If you don't know, really quickly, we had an exclusive item drop every month for the entire month up until the new year, and then I decided to bring 4 of our favorites to keep onto the site up until we launch Pure Shinaenigans. So fine wine lipstick, pumpkin lipstick, come sweater weather lip gloss, and good gravy lip gloss. And both the lip glosses come in wand tubes and squeeze tubes as well. The wand tubes are $11, the squeeze tubes are $13, and the lipsticks are $15 each. Okay. Alright, so I just had to let you guys know MBM is still going as of right now. All of the things are on the site. All of the lip care, so TL2C is on the site. TL2C pumpkin, whatever is left of tangy turmeric, that is also on the site. Everything is there for you to manifest up until launch or whenever the inventory is gone. Yeah, so I had to say that real quick because I don't remember actually telling you guys that. So there it is. But I'm gonna go now because, like I said, I don't want to have you sitting here for 3 hours, which is good because it's only been an hour. Yay. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye. Oh, what the hell? Happy Black History Month, even though it's the last day. But you know, every day is Black History, so get with the times, okay? Okay, all right. Now I'm gone.